Alright, so I'm back out here in the Wolf Pup and I'm going to install a voltmeter. Trying to find a good spot to put it. And I think I'm going to put it on this panel somewhere. Should be easy enough to put right here and just tap into some of the power that's behind this little wall. So to start, I'm going to unscrew a couple screws here. Looks like there's just one, and take that little wall out. So, as you can see, should be easy enough to tap in and to cut a hole in that right there. So I did find my awning switch back here. It's kind of hard to see. Right back there. The red is always hot and that black is ground. I just tested it, the voltmeter on there, and it lit up. So all I need to do is take off those. They've got little spade connectors or blade connectors, and I'm going to make a new wire with a splice coming off of it, and then we can cut a hole right here in the middle and we can install this. But do remember, before you start disconnecting wires or something, we're going to go turn off the battery disconnect and we're going to unplug it from the house. Battery disconnect. Okay, we got the power off. I've got my wire here. Everything I need. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this red wire. Alright, so what I found was it's actually this green wire coming out. That's your hot, and this white one is the ground. It's got this little weird connection here, kind of piggybacks off of it. So all I'm going to do is, actually I'm going to cut this end. I'm going to put a new end on it, but I'm going to shove in an extra hot wire that I can splice into the voltmeter. This is a really tight space, so it's really hard to see. So I'm going to do it off camera and I'll just come back. So here's the new connection on it. I've got my extra hot coming off right here, and I got this spade connector there. And I'm actually going to just, it's got a heat shrink thing, so I'm actually going to just heat shrink it. And that'll help protect it a little more. Alright, so I disconnected my ground, which is the white one coming off. And I cut that end off and put this new one on with my extended ground for my voltmeter. Now I'm just going to hook this back up to that switch, and we'll be ready to test the voltmeter. So I got these butt connectors on, both these ends, and I have tested this. I went and turned the battery on, and I just stuck these wires in, and it lit up. So what I think I'm actually going to do is this board that I took out from back here, I think I'm going to cut the hole in it and just have it mounted in here. That way it's not shining out into the cabin while we're trying to sleep. And also, if I happen to mess up drilling a hole here, it won't be that big a deal. So let's get this out and we're going to trace our hole. Alright, back in the shop, and from knowing how this sits in my cabinet, I know I want to have this somewhere where it's easily visible. So probably somewhere about right here. So I'm just going to trace this and then cut it out. here it is traced out. Went ahead and flipped it over so I could see it better. Now what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to drill out the corners so I can get my blade in there to cut. And sorry, this is just really hard to hold with one person. So here is the hole. It's not perfect. Kind of messed up the, but that's why I did it on the inside of the cabinet. So we'll just take this back into the camper and we'll get it hooked up and pushed all the way in. We've got that hooked up. We've got it pushed in. So we're gonna go out and flip on the disconnect. See what we got. It's a little hard to see, but there it is, shining. 12.8. I'm really glad I put it in there because that looks like it's going to be bright. Alright, so now we just got to push this back and screw that back in. And there it is inside the cabinet. So whenever we want to see it, we can just open up and see that we're running 12.6 right now. And yeah, I'm really glad because that is bright. So that's easy. Alright, boy, it's hot in here. So we're gonna, I want to install the these little spice racks in here. That should be easy enough, it's just stick on. But I do need to find a screw to put back into that wall to help support it. Alright, well I got those stuck on. So there's our little spice rack. We've even got one more extra right there when we need it somewhere. I just screwed it into the wall. I found a replacement screw and that helps organize that. Whew. I'm going to turn the air conditioner back on. So I think that kind of wraps up these little updates that I was doing on the camper. And yeah, so until next time. Y'all, thanks for watching. Always, if something helps you out, give us a thumbs up or shoot me a message. I try to reply to all the messages that I can. I've missed a few and I apologize, but please subscribe to our channel if any of this interests you, and we will just keep going like this and just keep learning about this wolf pup. So please subscribe, follow us on Instagram at RotoCityTech, and y'all have a good one.